Hey guys, so now I'm going to show you guys how you can get fake activity and fake followers on your Instagram page. So before you even start running ads, your Instagram page will already look completely legit and like it already has a ton of purchases and people love it. So you're going to want to Google SMM Castle and then you're going to want to sign up with a new account. I'm just going to make my username EcomAlphas for now. I already have an account, so I'm just going to make a new one for the purpose of the course. For the email, we're going to use the same email as our store. If you have multiple stores later on down the road, you might not want to make a new one every time you make a new store. Totally fine. You can literally just use the same account for everything. It shouldn't matter too much. So make an account. Cool. So now we need to verify that. Cool. Now that it's verified, we're going to go ahead and log in. And I'm not going to save that password. So now it's pretty simple. You're just going to go over to add order. And then you're going to come down here and you're going to select the service. And they have a ton of options, but for this purpose, we're going to be using Instagram. And let's start with a followers mix. So this way you just get a ton of different types of followers, and it's pretty easy to use actually. You can use the @ I personally prefer to just use the link for everything, and I'll show you why in a little bit here. So you're just going to copy the URL, come down here, paste that in. Pick a number of followers. They usually have a limit on these, and it'll tell you the limit if you go down here where it says max order 3,500, and then that's the max per 24 hours as well. So we're just going to do the max. I normally like to have between 10 and 20,000 whenever I'm starting a new Instagram page. So that means that you'll have to do this over the course of a few days because it'll only let you order so many followers so often. But for the time being, we're going to do 3,500. Oh, okay. Not enough funds. Yeah, right. So this is a new account, so you actually have to deposit funds first. I always use PayPal because it's pretty easy. That's the easiest way to do it in my opinion. You just put in the amount you want to deposit. Honestly, it's super cheap. You can see that 3,500 followers is only going to cost me $3.50. So you normally shouldn't need more than about $10 to $15 to start getting a new page filled out with activity and followers. So I'm just going to do $10 for this. Okay, cool. So now I have $10 in my account. You can always go back and add more later. After you've already connected your PayPal, it's pretty easy. There's not really much to it. So we're going to go back in here again. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go to Instagram. We're going to go to followers mix, paste in the URL, go to quantity. I'm going to do 3,500 and just hit submit. And then it'll say accepted at the top. And then you can even go to my orders and you'll be able to see the status of your order. So sometimes with SMM Castle, they have an issue where an order will only go through maybe 10 to 50% or even up to like 90%, and then it'll just stop. So if that's the case, you always want to constantly check your My Orders page. You'll be able to catch it and fix it before you even start running your ads if you make sure to stay on top of it. So now we're going to come back over to the Instagram page. And we're just going to refresh this. So right now I have 0 followers. And we'll see if it started working. There we go. Perfect. So it's already started working. We have 38 followers so far. So these should come in over the next 24 hours. And then I can do another 3,500 if I want to, which I will. So you'll see once we start running our ads, I should have around 10,000 followers already. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to add order. And now we're going to come back over to the Instagram page, and then we're going to start all the way at the bottom. I always start with the very first picture and then just go in order. It's pretty easy and I stay organized this way. So I'm going to copy this URL and then come over here, select service again. And the service type this time is going to be likes, or you can even do likes too. I honestly don't know if there's a difference at all. I think it's just kind of like if you hit the cap with likes, you can do likes too, because the cap on likes, the original likes is 10,000 per 24 hours. So if you want to do more than that, you can use likes too. So we're going to paste in the URL, and we're going to do, I normally try to keep it about 10 to 15% of what I think the total followers are going to be when I'm done adding followers. So if I plan to add about 10,000 followers to this page, then I'm going to do all of my pictures likes in between maybe 850 likes to about 1700, so a little outside of my bounds, but it's all good. You want it to look super organic, and that's the important part here. So we're just going to go ahead and we'll do 1250 for this first one. Let me submit that, and then we're going to go on to the next one. I'm actually going to bring this a little bit closer. We're going to go on the next one. Same thing, you just copy the link, come over here, paste it in, and then come up with another number. So we're gonna do 947 on this one, just to be extra. And hit submit, and then it'll say accepted again, and then we can come back over here. So now we can refresh, and let's see if it started doing it. So you can see this first picture already has 96 likes now, and the second picture, the likes should be coming in very soon here. If they're not, I can go to my orders. So you can see over here it says the status of all of them is progress, which means that they're going actively. So it'll tell you if there's an error or if it's complete, so you'll always know. If it does say error, then you'll always get refunded your money right back into your SMM Castle account, so you can just start a new order and it won't affect it. You won't lose your money or anything. So yeah, that's it for this one. I would just continue on adding likes to all of these photos, so that way I can have a really full, nice looking Instagram page. And SMM Castle used to have a comment service. I don't know if that service is still available. I know it's constantly having issues. It might come back around, it might not. If it does, you guys can go ahead and play around with that. It's not too difficult to figure out. I know they used to have it. It used to work pretty well. It was sometimes glitchy, but who knows? Otherwise, you can always just have your friends comment fake stuff on it. And if you don't have friends, then just make stuff up yourself.